At the Blacker Group, we hire out all types of professional sound systems and lighting, plus single items such as speakers, mics, amps, record decks, CDJs and mixers. We also cater for all types of functions, from weddings to festivals. We can also deliver, set up and provide technical staff to manage your entire event. So, if you are looking to work with a reliable, customer-focused company with 25 years experience, contact the Blacker Group. Call us on 0161 477 9300 or online at blackergroup.com. That's BLACKA group.com.
Pi Radio.
We speak your language.
Manchester's youth-led station.
Manchester's youth-led station.
P-I-E.
Pi Radio. Online, on your phone, on digital radio in Manchester.
This is Manchester's youth-led station.
Pi Radio. We're everywhere.
Turn that shit up, man. Yo. Check.
Step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. Step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. When you spray a super soaker in your face, I cool you down. Attacking like a maniac, we bag a tool I found. We don't know fool around, we just do it for the sound. We just do it for the pressure, me just do it for the crowd. Do it for the girl and watch her move her booty bounce, booty down. I've been knocking on the house. Hello, my name is SOS, you know me by my sound. I crouch up on the floor, she opened door and then I pounce. I step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. I step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back.
Go again.
Step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. I step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. Got my eyes on the prize, in the times, cannot lie. Victimize, we are thighs, do a ride, I do a die. Do another one or two, I do a suicide. Do it in the day, I do it in the night. I do it, got her in the sewer. Do a put her in the boot and make a stamina maneuver. Trust me on the man, I come a sutra, I'm a trooper. I move like Barracuda, super duper looper looper. Step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, busky mask. Give me all your money, honey, put it in the bag. I didn't really want your money, so I threw it back. Step up from the back.
Step up from the back, black woolly hat, black hoodie, black gloves, black ski mask. Hey, it's your boy, it's Ben SOS. It's your boy with a bucket hat. Hey, welcome everybody to DryWave Recovery Radio, rewinding the real and robust lives of the recovered who have conquered their devious demons and delved into their shadow to bring light and unity into their community. Give me a cheer, give me a share. Do you know how important you guys are? Super important. Listen, if you know 1,000 people and then 1,000 people know 1,000 people, you are one person away from 1,000,000 people. You're 2 people away from 1,000,000,000 people. You are so important. Girlfriend. We have a in the place.
Yes.
From a girl like Emma Daggers.
Yes,
Peter
Emma.
Yarwood. God, I tell you what, these two are elusive. I've been trying to get these to the studio for the last, since we started, really. They're harder to catch than the Scarlet Pimpernel.
But we got you, Ben.
But we got you.
Hold tight, Ben.
Which is just fantastic. So, look, guys and girls, once again, welcome to DryDigital, part of the DryWave brand. Wow, what a day. It's been like a roller coaster, gang. In fact, what a week. We're talking... we're talking camping in paradise.
Yes.
Yeah. We're talking spiritual awakening. We're talking Freudian slips, and we're talking UFOs. It's just been absolutely manic, guys. But listen, we get by, right? So listen, let us know. Do you lot believe in UFOs? Do you believe in aliens? Hey? Do you believe in God?
Yeah,
Okay.
amen.
Hey.
Amen.
We get an amen.
Amen, Ben. Let me hear amen.
In the house. So look, I just want to say hello to my co-host with the most from pillar to pillar, coast to coast. You know who it is? It's the man like Will Power.
Will Power.
Come on, man. Have we not got our?
Can we hear amen?
Amen, brother. Amen.
Do you know
what's going on? Like one of them American.
He's too busy watching.
No, I'm mesmerised by the whole
Mesmerised
setup.
by the whole
I
setup,
love
man.
the
It's a
technology.
crazy.
lovely
And I
little
love
setup
the
in here,
flow.
Ben.
I love the flow.
It's brilliant,
It's
isn't
a
it? I
lovely
mean,
setup.
big shout out to Pi Radio for letting us take over
Yes.
once again. We've got
Shout out
45
to
people.
Pi
So
Radio.
look, the reason why I wanted just to know how
Desperately
Yes.
damn important
you are.
desperately important you are, is because if you 42 people just press share now and share to a couple of groups, share to your pages, that number's just going to double and double and double, and you're going to reach somebody. You're going to spread a message of experience, strength, and hope. And I tell you what, there's some experience in this building right now. Experiencing what, I don't know, but they've got experience in something.
Drills.
Drills.
The drills.
The drills of life, right? So look,
Where's
Will
the bell,
Power.
man?
What?
Where's the bell?
Where is that?
Where is the
I
bell?
just saw you looking for the bell.
Yeah, right.
Have we
Well,
got any
we'll have to
shares?
search
Look,
that out.
guys,
Come
let us know. Will Power is putting me off. He's supposed to be helping me out, but he's just putting me off. Could be looking for the bell, but that's okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
But look, guys, if you have been sharing, let us
Yes.
know so we can give you a huge shout out. So look, I just want to say, meet Emma Daggers, the crucial concrete cornerstone, riveted reliably in Red Rose Recovery, a harm reduction and reconstruction service that helps rehabilitate, rejuvenate and restore auras, refine your design and bring you back into conscious alignment if your addict is wanting retirement. Emma has created structures and systems, services and spearheaded steering groups, chaired the Lancashire User Forum for 3 years and planted her footprint firmly focused towards forward thinking with a degree in counselling and psychotherapy.
Pow, pow, pow!
Yeah! Come on!
I mean, look, we don't mess about. We don't mince our words. This is Ben OS, SOS. It's your boy with a bucket hat. I'm even tripping over my own name tonight. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but which pickled pepper did Peter Piper pick? Is the question on everybody's lips, but Peter Yarwood certainly didn't pluck any pickled peppers. But he certainly is a piper, a piper whose pipe is played to perfection with a song to soothe the most hardened addict, alcoholic, and lead them down the pathway of recovery as the founder of Red Rose Recovery. A sensational and inspirational motivational speaker, leader, hustler, and dealer of the feel-good factor, jam-packed to the rafters with stacks of facts and barrels of laughter, the madman from the Moss Side Manor, Peter Yarwood. Come on.
Yes!
Nice.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
Come on.
pow,
Come on.
Ben is
We
the
need some
wordsmith.
bells
Ben,
and like
come on.
gunshots
Ben
and
is the
jingles for
wordsmith.
that.
Come on. Brr, brr.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get some FX. I mean, Solomon
Yeah,
thinks they're
that's-
cheap. I think they're fun. And do you know what? I always go with what I think, what I feel, right?
Yeah.
Go
You know,
with it,
which is
man.
really what I get from you guys, is you're just like free forward thinkers. You've been super inspiring, especially on my journey in the short time we've known each other. I'm getting involved with your boys,
Give it
with
away,
the family.
give it away.
Give it away, give it away, give it away. And you're
Now-
always giving it away, right?
Yeah.
You've had a lot of time.
We like to say we hand it over.
You hand it over, man.
Each one
like
to each
it.
one, Benjamin.
Absolutely. That's something that I've looked. Right, get onto this, right? So this is how I play my life, and I kid you not. So the structure of my days and you know the timing of meetings. I always ask the like. So when I'm on the phone, right, Emma, can we have a meeting, please? Yes, we can. Okay. I say, Emma, what time would you like the meeting? I'll tell you now, there is not one overlap in my diary.
Ben, you never give
I
me
was-
any warning,
I was
man.
just going to say
You
that.
never give me any warning. You hit the
You've
phone
never
and then it's
asked
like,
for
Peter,
time.
I'm not even going to warn you what I'm going to land into your world. You're just going to get it. And it's like tonight, you didn't give me any pre-warning that my hair might start flowing.
Hey.
Like your lyrics.
Now listen, So there's a reason why I wear a bucket hat, right? Once you get hair like me, because you are beautiful and you look like a male Adonis at the moment.
Yeah, it does.
Your hair's floating, guys. If you can see this on the screen,
at this.
Yeah, man.
It's
flowing like your
his hair's flowing, and it's just.
We're riding the waves, man.
We're riding the waves, you know. Look,
waves.
I'm stood up like.
Yeah.
Hair waves.
Wait, let's.
Coming at you over the hair
I
waves.
think I might.
I'm getting taken over right now. I'm getting.
We're gonna do a side hit
But
now.
back to you, Ben. You do never phone up and ask for time. You ring up and land things in our world.
Yeah, that's only you because I know I can because you know you let me.
Of course you can.
Because that's what you like. You're really cool, you know, giving characters. So I just want to welcome you to the studio.
Yes.
Welcome you to DryWave. I have been trying to get you in here for quite a while, and it's a real honour because look, I know you're busy guys, right?
We love you.
What
we
you busy
love
doing?
what you do.
What do you two do?
Well,
Sorry.
Put your phone on silent.
Hey, whoa!
Sorry.
That's how busy you are. Phone calls are coming in.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
Emma. So,
Right, got my word. What do
What
I
do you do?
So I lead a team. Massive shout out to my team, the new U team within, and I do a lot of things, Ben. I do.
it's a brilliant team.
Yeah, it's an awesome team. I'm just thinking about Lorna then. Lorna
Yeah,
was on
big
my
shout
heart.
out.
Lorna's a catalyst over in St Anne's, and we have leads covering all the sites in Inspire on my team, and they capture the voice of the service user.
Cool.
I am a big part of the 180 CrossFit crew in Blackburn.
on,
Hey,
Love them
go on.
all.
Come on, girls.
Amazing, beautiful, God-filled people. I also do a lot with Church on the Street as a pastor. I have minister. We've all got ministries, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of minister to people still in addiction and the homeless. Do a lot of things with Pastor Mick Fleming. Currently
Go on, Mick.
going through ordination. Love the guy. And I attend meetings, I sponsor, I help people, I pray a lot. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend to many.
Wow.
And try and make a difference.
Yeah.
Every
Let
day
me
I
just
get out of bed to
rewind
make a difference.
a little
Yeah.
bit there, because you're stepping into what we call it in the church, in the faith sector, your anointing. And from when I very first met you, I could see that you was a child of God. You was gifted, you was anointed, but I don't think you could see it. However, that's changed. It's changing on a daily basis. You're seeing it and you're stepping into it, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Come
applauding
on.
that
Come on.
Yeah.
because
Come on.
I see that as well, Pete.
Yeah.
I really, really do see that. You two are non-stop. And you know what's great about you? Is you're a team.
Yeah.
You're a real team.
Yeah.
You know, I think when I grew up,
We're connected, man.
yeah,
Yes.
you are.
We're
You're super
connected into a source of power that goes beyond my comprehension.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go, have it.
You're unified. You're a synergy.
No, it just kind of blows you that because you know, we're in a world where we came from a source of power that was super destructive, right?
Yeah.
We came from a source of power that it allowed us to take over lives, communities, you know, families.
But we didn't come from that power.
We didn't come
We
from
didn't
that.
come from that
Yeah.
as a newborn child.
No.
We had no conditions put on us whatsoever.
Yeah, but
We
we
was-
fell into that role,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, the point I'm
As
getting
an
to is that we tapped into a power that was super destructive. It's not like that today, right? So you know, on a daily basis, because I work the 12 steps, it's not the only way to recovery. It doesn't hold a monopoly on recovery. There are many ways to recover. That's what Red Rose Recovery is about, to find your way, to find your individual pathway, and that's what DryWave is about also, emulating what Red Rose Recovery offer. But for me, it was the 12 steps. So on a daily basis,
Yeah.
I'm on my knees like, come on, man, what do I do today? And whether it's I don't know how this stuff works, whether it's just a psychological thing, whether some power's coming through, I don't know, but it seems to put me in a frame of mind where options are completely viable and I can go on attack, right? And I can create today rather than destroy. I want to first. It's a whimsy, but I wanted to touch on Pete's story. I want you to take me back briefly and tell me like in what 5 minutes. I'm sorry, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But where,
Well,
I've got
You want a
form.
timer?
yeah. Where did you come from? I want these guys to identify, right? If
Yeah.
somebody's listening that's
Yeah.
struggling, I want them to identify tonight.
The only way I can describe it is for a long time I was asleep. I was asleep to the pain and the hurt that I was causing, that was ricocheting all around me. And then I got woken up. I got woken up to it. And, you know, it isn't an easy journey from then becoming enlightened, but what I will say is there wasn't any going back and being okay with going back. And you know, that's for me, you know, I don't shy away from the fact that I've relapsed a couple of times, and it was tough, man. It was I suppose an experience that defined the direction that I wanted to go in, having experienced connection and then, you know, being disconnected again.
Yeah.
Being dislocated from a community, and that was a scary, lonely, dark place to be. And I just thought, I want to do something about that. I want to create a space that doesn't disconnect people.
Come on.
When they're ill, when they're poorly, when they need help. It connects with them, it embraces with them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was fortunate enough to gain employment at an organisation that respected me for who I was and didn't stigmatise me because I had a past, but I come up against stigma.
Yeah.
I got a part-time temporary minimum wage job working with a team in Lancashire who were commissioning drug treatment services.
Yeah.
And once I got that job, it was temporary. It was just a couple of weeks' work. I was filling in for someone who was off sick. I had to go and find a management firm that would take me on, a recruitment agency. And I was faced with two options. I can play it with a straight bat and tell them about my antecedents. It's not pretty. You know, I've spent nearly 20 years locked up in prison. I haven't got a great... On that interview, I didn't ever have a job that I could talk about.
No.
The jobs I talked about were the jobs I had in prison. So I was a wing cleaner, and these were my roles and responsibilities. I used to serve the food, and this is the team I used to manage. That was the type of interview I had.
How long ago was this?
This was a good 10 years ago. A good
Right.
10 years. Part way through a BA Honours reading social science. As a single parent dad, I needed work to
Pete.
top up my income. Plain and simple. Nobody wanted to employ me. When I found a management firm, they looked at my DBS, and it's
It's
big.
colourful, isn't it?
It's big. And they took a look at that and said, "You're too high risk.
Yeah.
We can't take you on." And I explained to them, using a vernacular they understand, how I'd already got the job. Just take your 10% and you know, be happy with it. And they couldn't take me on. I remember going back to that group of people who I perceived was professionals. They didn't have a lived experience like me, but they got it, they understood. You know, and they said to me, "Peter, we subcontract a lot of work from that recruitment firm. Guess what? They've just lost any future business they had off us because we're not going to partner with people who treat people like that." And I just thought, whoa.
Wow, that's...
No one's ever gone to bat for me to that extent. And, you know, it was a part-time job, but I started to live it. I started to live it because I knew I was in amongst a group of people that could make a difference on a big scale.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I hope you guys are connecting with this and you can hear that struggle, you can hear that stigma. I just really want you to feel the connection. I also want you to just press that share button right now. Right, let's get this connecting all across Facebook. Let's flood the social media matrix and let's press this share button. Do you know what I'm going to do? We've got a competition running.
Yeah.
Right? So look, we have a huge event coming up don't listen to the papers, right? Because nothing can stop an addict when he puts his mind to things. And I've been onto the big dogs today. The event was supposed to be cancelled, but it's not being cancelled. It's going to be even bigger. It's going to be even better. We've got a venue that is out of this world, that is completely social distance. We've got an even bigger lineup. We have just fully confirmed Sweet Female Attitude. I'll bring you flowers in the pouring rain. Everybody knows that. So we just confirmed Sweet Female Attitude. We're bringing the big dogs out. Hold tight, John Fitz, mate. We absolutely love you, mate.
Go on, John.
I'm so glad that I shouted you. So, look, anybody that's bought a ticket, leave your ticket in Skiddle, right? And anybody that wants tickets, share this out now. Because we're going to do a competition. And we're going to give away 4 tickets tonight. We're going to give away some cheeky mocktails and a couple of coffees as well. So you'll have all the drinks on the night. Pete, thank you so much for, number 1, coming through.
Yeah.
And number 2, sharing that story. I want to touch on that relapse. There's not many people that will share about that. Why?
Because they're not daft, man. They know that people will judge them.
Yeah.
They know that people will block them. They'll cock block them from moving forward.
Absolutely.
That's why. And that's a shame, because that fear kills people.
Go on. It takes a lot of courage to admit that you're struggling. It takes a lot to get vulnerable.
Yeah.
And when you've got a big secret, like you have had a relapse, there's a lot of shame attached to that. And there are people out there that will love you and pick up that phone and want to get around you. So it depends on your experience of it. So I know from my experience of relapse, I had to step out into that vulnerability and get honest.
Yeah.
And when I did, I got loved. And got arms around me and supported. And I think that I want to be that woman for other women.
Come on.
That do that. They're not on their own. You're not in the dark. If you have relapse, you're not alone. You're not the only one to do it. I've been there. I've done it. Many of my girlfriends have done it. And you know what? You've got to be loved to a place where you can get honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're not advertising.
There's no judgment in that. There's not judgment. You know what? Because we've all done it, right? Nobody's better than anyone else.
Yeah.
We've just got a little bit more experience.
Yeah. So my fear was people may think that we're advertising relapse or saying that
it's a chronic relapse condition.
It's a chronic relapsing condition, right?
Yeah.
You know, just before lockdown, and I said it on the show, you know, a couple of weeks ago, just before lockdown, I relapsed. I was on the phone to you guys, in fact.
Yeah.
You know, because
and I said, don't be ashamed of it, Ben.
Don't be ashamed. You know, you've got to own this. But look, you know, we create our own futures, guys. And do you know what? Within 2 weeks, it took me to a place where, you know, that powerlessness where you cannot stop again. And the only thing I knew how to do, but very easily forgot how to, was to throw myself again, you know, to my knees, because nobody was helping me. I needed a God at that time. It's a story of the drowning man, right? You know, a staunch atheist, when drowning, will always call for God at the end, on his last breath. God help me, and that was me. I was drowning again, and it was like at the end, at my last breath, when I couldn't go anymore. People think surrender's an action. It's not. It's a place you get pushed into, right? It's a reaction. It's not an action. It's not something you do. It's something you react to. It's drawing that last breath. You know, when you're underwater and you know all you're going to do is pull in icy cold salt water and you react, and it's surrender, right?
And you can admit defeat.
Yeah.
And your back's against the wall. Yeah.
Come on, that number's going up, right?
Come
so
on.
I know you guys are sharing
Come
out
on.
there. Emma Daggers.
Go in.
Right, it's recovery month. We have laid the platform out to strong female.
However, I have got 3 males around me.
Yes.
Well, listen, I mean,
we've all got your
I will
back.
not feel intimidated.
You're the one intimidating us, because you just have this.
That's your
essence,
stuff. That's your stuff, guys.
Nuance.
Not mine.
The
ambiance is the ambiance.
It's the ambiance. You just have this aura. So Emma, look, I want to know about you. You know, strong female community leaders. It's what you are. I mean, God, you got this vibe where it's like, yo, if you need help, and I'll tell you what, I can't show you guys a lot of the time when my head falls off and stuff because I'm a promoter. I need to show you the best of the best, right? I can show Emma. Yeah, I can show Pete, right? They're the type of guys we're talking about. So,
but that's authenticity.
Yeah, because you're
that's
authentic,
real.
right?
Yeah. And, you know, that's why I need my girls around me. You know, I'm a big advocate for the women, but I need my women around me because they'll spot when I'm not on my game. They will spot, and I was going to, you know, they'll call me out on my stuff because they see the authenticity in me because I've got vulnerable with them.
Innit? That's a culture you've created.
I haven't created it. I haven't created that.
Well,
you played a part in it.
We've created it in
Yeah.
our organisation.
Yeah, it's a culture you've allowed
a
to
culture within
to
the
go through, right?
organisation. I was talking about in my community within, you know, the meetings that I go to around the people that I'm around. I do think though, where you lead by example. So if you're putting it out there and you're authentic yourself, it gives permission to others to be that. And also vulnerability. I'm a big believer in getting vulnerable, especially the women with the women. If you can show vulnerability, it gives permission to others to show vulnerability. And that's where strength lies.
Come on.
Yeah.
It takes a strong person to get vulnerable. And I get vulnerable on a daily basis. And it's pure and it's real and it's a beautiful thing. When you ring me, you know, there's a vulnerability in being able to say, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's
beautiful
nice.
thing.
And do you know what it is as well? When I call you and get vulnerable, you go, I get it. Here's a time where I've.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it shows that, you know, because sometimes we just see the bigger picture, you know, Emma, you know, psychotherapist, you know, doing lots of cool stuff with Red Rose and like the leader, but underneath that there's this like beautiful, there's a mother inside to you, you know, a caring side, a vulnerable side, and it's just kind of really cool. I want to do a couple of shout-outs because this is going nuts.
Go on.
So, old time, Holly Graham, welcome, man. Yes, we love you, Holly Carthar and Alex Bradley. How are you all doing this evening? Give us a shout, and I shared your show from the DJ Alex Disco High Peak. Big shout out to DJ Alex Disco's High Peak. And Beth Ferguson, thank you. She says, hey guys, what a fab show. John Paul Barker, Aaron Smith, Peter Butterworth, hold tight. Thank you everybody for the shares. Every single share tonight is going inside my bucket hat. Your names are going to be in my bucket hat, and we're going to pull you out that bucket hat for, do you know what? Listen, nothing stops us. We're going to party. We're going to party like it's 1999. Hold tight, Joe Duffield and Becky Sharrett and Jem Worth. Jem Worth is our community accountant. She's our Kickstart sponsor.
Yes, Gemma.
Hey,
so
Gemma.
A big shout out. Hey, Gemma. We love you,
we
man.
love you.
Sue Mayo, long time no see. Mick Walsh, come on.
Beth
Jeff Maha,
Ferguson.
Heather Beard, Jordan Reed, he's always there replying
Yes,
to Katie
Jordan.
Ann. He says, come on, United.
Come on.
And we're going to be here forever.
Come on.
These
Yes,
guys are
Beth
taking over the-
Ferguson.
Yes.
Beth's
Go
in
on.
the house. Nice one, Beth. Love you, honey, and get well soon. Little Jackson, man.
Well, give a shout out,
Yeah,
Pete.
Keep
Go
it
on.
rolling, guys. Keep it rolling.
So
guys.
I've got Jay Mayo
Yes,
joining,
Jay.
Ray
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes,
These
Ray.
are top guys who are kicking it on a whole new level. Joseph.
Yes. Nice.
Joseph.
And that's
Joseph.
Wow, is that it?
Well, I got
Well, look, we got 51 people there, so...
I have just started the watch party.
Yes, he has just started his watch party.
Jackson says shared. Jackson, you're already on the guest list anyway, Jackson.
Go
so
on.
that's cool.
Beth, put a comment on there.
Beth says, one of the only people I've ever been able to get vulnerable with, gifted and always sharing. Well, thanks,
Yes,
Beth. I
Beth.
didn't know you felt that way about me, but it's.
Killer.
Are we on about Emma, right?
Yeah,
Forever the Joker.
but that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Emma's just
Vulnerability.
kicked some real wisdom there, though, on a whole new level, talking about vulnerability and how sharing your vulnerability requires strength.
Yeah.
You need to have a couple of seconds just to
Let
wrap
that
your
sink
head
in.
around that. Unpack it for us a bit, Em.
There's a duality there, right?
She's laughing. I'm sorry. But Beth is laughing at you saying that she can get vulnerable with you. Ben.
You can get-
No, it wasn't aimed at you, that, Benjamin.
No, I know it wasn't. It was aimed at you.
Because, you know, when people do get vulnerable, it's that space has got to be protected.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. That's the second time I've heard that today. You know, about
Synergy.
about protecting that space. There was a lovely girl. Do you know what? Like, it's not often I put up and get vulnerable online, but I believe that it's right to do so, right? Because it's cool to show that vulnerability. It's also a little cool promotional tactic and stuff like that. But it's cool to show a bit of vulnerability. I had a lovely voice message off a woman today when I said that I was struggling with the event and stuff like that, because I always like to be transparent, even in negative stuff. Could have kept that to myself and kind of moved on and kind of sorted it all out and made it, you know, everything look cool. But I think it's cool for guys to see the struggle, right? Well, I received this beautiful, I think it was off one of your mates, and she just sends me this message, says, look, you know, if you want to just call me, you know, and offload, she says, I'll hold the space for you.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice for someone just to give you that time and just say, look, there's some space here for you to offload? I mean, come on.
That's all we need sometimes, isn't it?
I was talking to you about that before, wasn't I? About building relationships. Relationships take energy and time.
Yeah.
And we've got to put that time into relationships. You know, they don't just happen overnight. They need watering. You know, it's like rich soil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Relationships with any depth and weight need time.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Look, you two are pretty popular. Wow, you're getting some.
Can I just say a massive shout out to Jackie Gorman? Nice one, Beth.
Hey.
Jackie Gorman in the house. Where were you on the 180? Honestly, you better be coming on in November.
Don't be threatening my listeners.
I love you, Jackie. I love you.
Joe Duffield, Daniel from Red Rose, and my guy, Matt Idle, who's over in Spain.
Oh, Matt. I will be getting in touch with you soon regarding the pulling together of the leadership.
So
which I am going to be on tonight.
Just on a different tip though, we're in good company tonight. Emma is part of a well, you've applied to become part of a really prestigious group with such such an honourable set of aims and objectives to advocate for the disenfranchised people.
Right, I'm going to put that into some language that these guys are going to understand.
Okay.
Right?
Go on.
All right.
Emma has been for a job today, and she's got an absolutely amazing position, which is going to start to change the way that people see how we work. You can understand that in a minute, because Emma's going to tell us what's got. This is hot off the press.
Yes,
this is
come on.
Thank you for all the
Straight
shares,
out.
for all the connection. It's all going
keep
off. We're going to
sharing,
get every
guys.
single name down. You're going in the bucket hat for a meet and greet
Hey.
VIP on the 10th of October. Emma, tell us exactly what's going on.
I'm really wanting to deflect right now because I'm
You
feeling
can't.
really uncomfortable.
Oh, the
with all
vulnerability thing.
Yeah, with all this pressure. Listen,
So much.
guys, all it is the Royal College of Psychiatry need an expert patient to represent
Who are the Royal
recovery.
College?
Yeah.
So the Royal College, it's a Royal College of Psychiatry. So the psychiatrists studying at a college, and it is just to be a voice around the table for the recovery community nationally.
Come
so I went for that, and I'll hear about it tomorrow. But it's just part of a system where we could have influence.
You've
That's
got
all
it in the
it
bag.
is.
Amazing.
You've got that in the bag.
She's
That's
got,
all it is.
she's got it in the bag, and I think, look,
brilliant.
there was a thing I heard from Jordan Peterson about work on yourself first. You'll find you have a lot of time to work on your family.
Yeah.
Work on your family, you find you have a lot of time to work on your friends. Work on your friends, you'll have a lot of time to work on your community. I didn't see past that, but work on your community, and you'll end up chilling with the Royal Psychiatrist.
Royal
Some of
Psychiatrist.
these,
you know,
which
the
is
people who interviewed you are responsible for a lot of how systems get rolled out across the UK.
Yeah.
You know, so your voice will ring out in the corridors of power that will affect
But it's not
nationally.
my voice, guys. It's
It
our
is.
voice.
Well, it's
Yeah,
our
there
voice.
we go.
Yeah.
Oi,
It's not
oi,
about-
oi.
it's not about
ding,
me.
ding, ding,
Come on,
ding,
we're
ding, ding,
not-
wherever the bell
And
is.
I really get uncomfortable
Yeah.
when you make it about me, because I'm not making it about me.
No.
What I do work on is my
Yeah.
internal state.
So
I've
humble.
got an input to output.
Right,
And
she's schooling us now.
I know.
Come
I'm
on.
listening.
guys, you know, I'm in a room with men, so I know that ego is high right now, right? But it isn't about me. It is about us. It's an us thing, you know. And ultimately, the 3-year plan would be that I am not there, and it carries on without me.
That's turkeys
Sometime.
voting for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
A catalyst in the middle, and leaders lead from the back sometimes. They
Yeah.
don't need to lead at all. You know, they can lead silently and humbly.
And the only thing you need to mention in
Is DryWave, right?
is DryWave, right?
Always
And you'll do
been.
all right. Listen, we're going to play you
Go
a
on,
song.
get the first track on.
What song would you like?
Bit of Led Zepp.
Hey.
Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Black Dog.
Oof.
Real music, Ben. Real music.
Right. So.
I don't...
Comment if you say this is real music, right?
Hashtag
Get your
real
like,
music
shares,
right
and
now.
comments in
real
there,
music.
guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
Like, shares, comments.
Yes. Real music, Ben.
And we're coming straight back after that video was blocked. Let's hope that the Facebook police do not block us anymore. It's only because we're playing fire tracks that Emma Daggers has picked for us.
Sorry.
Bomb, bomb,
Hey,
bomb, bomb.
no, listen.
Is that why we was blocked?
You're picking absolute
Bangers.
Absolute fire track.
Bangers.
So, listen.
Well,
it's-
here's Led Zeppelin, guys.
I
Come
know,
on.
come on.
Can I
So-
share some comments here about Lisa,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, of
So
course you
Demi,
can,
my
mate.
lovely girlfriend, says, yes, this woman knows.
Oh, I
and
love
a bit
you,
of fire and a
Demi.
bit of heart.
Yes.
She's doing some stuff with women now, so you'll be
Brilliant.
inspiring her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is another
Beautiful.
one by a guy called Jed. You know Jed, obviously.
Oh, come on,
Absolute
Jed.
legend.
Hi, Jed.
The urban poet. He says,
The urban poet.
the lady has got class. Take over the deck, Sonny, because you is brilliant. Oh, yeah. Wow, we're getting some...
Yeah, real
We're
music.
getting some
see?
real comments here.
I'd love to link Demi up with Emma.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
set
Demi,
everything-
call
Let's make that
me.
happen.
Come
Demi.
on.
Call me.
Oh, she's amazing.
Amazing.
Right, okay.
Okay.
So, welcome back
Yes.
to Dry Wave Recovery Radio, rewinding the real and robust lives of the recovered who have conquered their devious demons and delved into the light. And they bring unity to their community. It's your boy with the bookie hat.
Yes.
Ben SOS Riley, make sure you add me, Ben SOS Riley, DryWave Events. You know the jam. And remember, guys, you're super important. Yeah, let's get connected. Let's spread some love across the Facebook social media matrix.
Yes,
We
get
love you,
liking
we
and
love
sharing,
you.
Like and
guys.
get sharing because I'm going to whack you into the bookie head. And to be fair, I shouldn't be having to, to bribe you guys. You should all be just sharing to like 20 groups at a time. We should have this should be across the UK. What's wrong with the recovery community? Listen,
Come on.
Across the globe, man.
yeah, across the
Across the
globe.
globe.
You should be
Big,
sharing
big.
it across the globe.
Big,
All
big.
you lot. Bad recovery people. Bad. Okay, so, right.
I want to know some more about Emma's story, to be fair. We heard Pete's Riggery story, which was amazing, which you summed up in 5 minutes, which you
Yeah.
probably could have given us in 50.
Yeah.
But Emma, take us back, rewind us a little bit to where your journey with, I guess recovery began, or before that, what got you into,
Well, I was always an awkward kid. It was like I never felt I belonged anywhere. Life was awkward, and I just moved schools. Before I moved schools, before I was 11, life was good. And it must have been good because I can't remember anything too bad about it. We didn't have a lot, but you know what? There was love in the house. Then we moved, and I got bullied at primary school in my last year, and that's when I first tasted cruelty. I was kind of open-hearted as a kid, and I felt safe. That was the time when I started to feel threatened, and I didn't like it. So I went to high school with a big chip on my shoulder and started to pretend and act as if, when inside that's not who I was. I put on this hard exterior. I'd learnt to kind of defend myself, but I wasn't always getting attacked. So I never really felt I belonged, because internally I never felt at ease or peace. I was always anxious and awkward. It was a really awkward age being a teenager. And then I got kicked out of school and got introduced to the acid house scene.
Right.
And I loved it.
Wow.
I loved it. I remember some raves. I remember Ewood Park. Wow, that was a blast. And I was like a kid. My friends was a bit older than me. They all came from the Northern Soul generation. And I was a proper acid house train wreck. I actually am. And I loved the weekends. I felt I belonged. I'd found something at last. But I couldn't stop. People did stop, and they went to work and shit. And it was like,
No
just
swearing.
carry on.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
about the swearing. No, it's okay.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, it's just a £5,000 fine. Don't you worry about it. Good back
We
to
get
cash.
funding for that, please,
We
Ben.
can get some funding for that. Yeah. Pete will write it.
I didn't even hear it. I was so engulfed in your story. I don't think people at home didn't even hear it.
Well, we're talking about the resolution consciousness.
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, he had that, the variables.
Hey, it's
Okay,
all right.
let's keep
I'm
going.
sorry, stop
Let's
the
keep
flow.
going.
You was in flow
He's
state.
taking an ultrasound, not snapshot.
Yeah.
Aren't you, Ben?
Come on.
Ultrasound.
She's good at this.
You're privileged,
I know.
because she doesn't share this. She don't get this deep just
So-
on a
Yeah, I
whim.
love
Yeah.
this.
So,
So-
I do apologise for stopping you. I had to kind of.
Yeah. So I loved partying,
Yeah.
but I wasn't really too into, the stimulants. I liked to feel ease and comfort. So when I first tasted heroin at 16, I had arrived. It was like I didn't feel, which was amazing after being such an awkward kid.
So young.
Yeah. And I fancied myself a bit of a gangster. So obviously, like you do at 16 when you think you know everything, I started selling it with my boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And the door soon went through because we didn't have it nailed. We didn't know what we was doing, and we just took a lot. And I ended up in Risley at 19 years old.
Right.
And that place was horrendous
No way.
for a 19-year-old girl who thought I was all that on the street. I absolutely was frightened to death. Big, hairy women, you know. It was, that's where I first learned to act as if I was okay. I did a 3-year sentence for supplying at 19.
That's
I
a big
used all the
sentence.
way through in the prisons up and down the country.
Tried to escape, didn't you?
Tried to escape.
Man,
Did
I
you?
would try and escape
Did
if
you?
I was
Don't-
locked
don't
up with
blame
hairy
you.
women.
Yeah.
Did you try and escape too, Pete?
Well, I was just saying, if I was locked up with hairy women, I would.
Sounds pretty scary.
And it was back
even
in
for
the
me.
day. It was back in the day, so you didn't get methadone back in Risley.
No.
You know, and I'm 45 now. You know, back in that day, you didn't.
And was you able to get quite a bit in back then? Was it not as...
Well, I manipulated. You know, I manipulated family to bring things in. Then I
Yeah.
obviously made friends with people who, like you do, who were getting tidy parcels. So I kind of learnt there a few tricks, you know, which was very different because you used to get women hang themselves back then that were rattling. You know, you didn't get medication.
No.
So, did that, came home, used again for 25 years, had a couple of kids, thinking that would sort me out, you know, but it didn't. I ended up in domestic violence relationships. My children were affected. I'd like to think that they weren't. They had things because my mum helped out and they got Clark's shoes, but emotionally they were neglected. And I'm not proud of that, and I have a great relationship with them today, and I love them with all my heart. But, you know, they've been through it as well because I couldn't stop using. I just couldn't stop. And then in 2011, after trying to use successfully and failing miserably, I did my final detox. Well, no, it wasn't my final detox, actually. I did a detox and got introduced to a recovery community, which I'd never seen before. It was always anonymous in the shadows. It wasn't out there visible in 2011. That was after the Drug Strategy 2010 had come out, so people had got permission to kind of shine. And
You know, when you found that
and also
community-
treatment centres got funded.
You know, when you found that community, what was it?
That was the first step of me actually believing I could live life without using drugs and drinking.
Same.
I couldn't believe. I used to say, I want evidence. They'd be like, I'm 3 years clean. And I was like, are you really, though? I need evidence. I don't believe you. Because I'd never seen it before. I'd never seen someone use like me, go down to the depths of despair like I had, and emerge happy, clean, sober, working with a job and a car, and looking pretty all right with teeth.
Come on,
And
girl.
limbs.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I work with
We're
people
lucky.
whose legs are falling off.
Getting
They've got
real,
no teeth in their
getting
head.
It's
real.
real, mate.
It's real, mate.
Well, I had
Absolutely.
these teeth done when I went to uni with my student finance. My teeth
man.
were stumps when I landed in 2011.
I always do that. You know, when somebody talks about teeth, I know you lot out there. I bet you've all just put your tongue across your teeth.
Yeah,
a
look,
little
I was
bit.
doing a little check on them.
I was doing a little check of mine just to make sure they were still there.
Yeah.
I was quite like, I mean, I got in here with all my limbs intact and all my teeth intact. You were lucky, right?
Yeah, we are lucky. We're very lucky. We've got hold of a solution that works, and there's many that can't get a day in. So I found it. I got introduced to the 12 steps, and I was sponsoring. I'd gone through the work. I'd gone through the process. I got a job. Then I went to uni. I got the car. I got the job. I got the relationship. I got the teeth.
Hey.
And then I relapsed.
Right.
Wow.
Because
How many years in
I
was it?
stopped doing what I'd done, you know, and I had time under my belt.
Yeah.
You know,
How long?
I had 5 years under my belt.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was about 4.5.
Yeah.
5 years under my belt. So to have a head full of program steps, know the freedom that comes from it. But what my mistake there was that I isolated. I stopped doing the meetings. I stopped sponsoring the women. I stopped hanging out with the strong women.
Yeah.
I stopped my sisterhood circle and thought, I can do this.
Yeah.
I need to like study and read a book. It's like, no, there was no action. And slowly but surely I stopped working with others, stopped sponsoring, I stopped going to the meetings, and I hit pain.
You lost your connection, right?
Yeah, I lost my connection with God, but I also lost my connection with human beings.
Yeah.
And I became self-reliant again, started relying on myself. And I picked up, it was inevitable, it was only a matter of time because I was in pain inside. I've lost friends, I've lost my dad. And you need to be stood on something solid to grieve. I'd never grieved before, I'd never given myself permission to let emotions come out and get real and raw. I always thought I had to pack it away.
Yeah.
And I struggled with grief just up until lately to allow it to just come.
Right.
It's a beautiful process, but at the time, I used because I was in emotional pain. Again, I needed to be sedated to live in life.
Yeah.
And then I had another rock bottom, broken and busted. So another surrender came, and with that surrender came more depth and weight.
Absolutely.
And more seriousness for my recovery.
Yeah.
You know, I have a newfound respect for people who are still sponsoring after 10 years. They're still in the meetings.
I know, yeah, come
They're
on.
still out there doing what they know keeps them free, clean, and sober. You know, and I just full of gratitude for those who've gone before me. And I pride myself on being a woman who isn't who's practicing what she preaches, who is living it, and who is helping others. And
Absolutely.
fruit is
You can
around
see the
from
fruits.
that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was one
Yeah.
of my discernments. That is always, you know, people talk the talk.
You'll know them by the fruit
but
they
you
bear.
know them by the fruits. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a biblical term, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so look,
That is.
Emma, it's powerful. So much resonation there. I just touch on when I first got to know the rooms, right, was around the same time, and it was a shock to the system. It was like, what? There's a community of people that don't
Who are
use drinking drugs. Who are well. The first time I said I'm an addict, you know, and kind of knew what it was, and I meant it. I relapsed after 6 years, so you know the same thing. Going back to a life of horrendous drinking, drug taking, you know, and knowing about recovery. What you're talking? There's something insane there. There's something not right going on, you know. And it's not just about staying clean, right? You know, being around these. We talk about kind of strong women, you know, strong people around us, strong counterparts around us. There's a reason for that, and there's an old saying we hear it throughout the rooms. It's you know, you go in the hairdressers long enough, and you're gonna get your hair cut. Well, guess what? As well, you stay around strong counterparts with you know, we're parrots. You know, we parrot and we copy each other. You know, it's like if I tell a joke now, yeah, and I get a couple of fake laughs. Okay, I'll know the minute changes on your face. You know, and the tone of your voice and the way you look at each other to interact with each other and tell each other that it wasn't actually a good joke. And my subconscious will clock onto that, and I probably won't tell that joke again. So I copy constantly. I'm copying the people around me, right? You know, to fit into this social circle.
I think it's devastating when you find out you're an amalgamation of everyone you've ever met.
You are.
It's like, oh, I thought I was unique.
Yeah.
I think sitting with self and being okay with who you are comes through rock bottoms and surrender, and saying, well, do you know what? This is who I am, and I'm all right with it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You say amalgamation, I say amalgamation. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Potato, potato.
Potato, potato.
What a story, man. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, that's just the
And you've
quick version, right?
Yeah.
You know.
And
yeah.
you've shared it with the world.
Yeah.
How brave is that?
And I just hope
Come on.
that someone
Yeah.
gets something from it, because I do see myself as a hope dealer.
Yeah.
And I
Hey.
like to give the hope shot.
Give you a bit of that, mate. Give you a bit of that.
Yeah. I
mean,
Give us a
come
bit of
on.
that hope
You know,
there. Go on.
you
Yeah,
know.
but look.
Yeah, love it.
We've got
the
loads
hope dealers.
of people here full of hope. We've got loads of hope dealers here. We've got Dan
Yeah, let
Littlechild.
me
Come
hear
on,
you.
Dan. Nina Cole.
We got Steve Crutchley on.
Hey, come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Oh, we got all the
So-
girls.
Yeah, big shout out to Steve for funding us and helping support this that is happening today.
Yeah, I want to give a
Amazing.
big shout
Thank
out
you.
to Steve.
And I want to give a big shout out to all the girls watching.
Go
We're all
on.
women in the
Come on,
house.
girls.
We got Nina Cole. Yes, Nina. Jackie Gorman, I love you. Niece is watching. Donna Louise. Brilliant. Brownie from
on.
Blackpool in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
Steve,
Ben.
you know, no, it's cool. I just want to say, you know, again, thank you to Steve. Steve has given us another kickstart through the transition of waiting for funding.
Oh,
and,
bless you, Steve. Bless you.
He landed £2,000 in the bank. We're about to get.
So, would you like some training, Ben?
Well,
Oh.
why not? Yeah, we're going to get some value training.
Yeah.
You know, driven by Pete and by Pete and Emma, because this is what they do, man. They're top professionals. Listen, I want to parrot these guys. You know, I want to
And you
parrot these
can,
guys.
and you can, and you will. We'll
can and
speak
will.
life over it now.
It'll
And
cost-
success.
Cost me
Yeah.
a bloody
But
fortune.
Emma
though.
never shared. You know,
Cost me an arm and
guys, what she never told you there is the amount of work she does behind the scenes that nobody sees. You know, she does not stop. So sometimes till 12 o'clock at night, she'll get in bed at 12:30 and the phone's still going, and she's still there for women. I think the other thing, there's huge numbers of women who are so grateful for the fact that you believed in them and you went to battle for them when no one else would. When they were at the lowest and the broken, you could see the potential in them. And they're real assets in our communities now. And that's when you talk about it on that level, it starts to expand into the next generation, and you're breaking that generational curse what addiction sometimes rips through, and you don't ever touch on any of that, but I know I see it, and lots of people see it, and you're loved and respected, so you know, I think if the Royal College of Psychiatry does not get on the phone
Well,
first
I'm
thing
telling
in
you.
the morning and say
Come
we
on.
want you on our team, then that's good. That's okay. That's fine, because where you are going, will be even better.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think them
No.
guys roll on that level. They will have seen your skills, and they will hand drag you right into the corridors of power to say, we want a piece of
And
that.
it's going to happen.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Come on. And yeah, I just want to reiterate that, you know, this is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of giving back. It's a bit of a paradox, right? Because people think that they must keep things to themselves in order to be successful, right? In order to achieve goals. You know, you must keep all of your information to yourself, everything you learn, all your money and stuff, because then well, I tell you what, that's absolute bull, because, you know, we're in a lifestyle of giving back, yet the invisible doors that get open to our lives, right? And listen, I've been doing this since the start of COVID, right? Emma, I mean, I've only known Emma since the start of COVID, right?
Yeah.
And it's been like, you know, it's like one thing after another. They just, you know, we tell each other our assets today, yeah? We tell each other how we've achieved our goals. We tell each other what invisible doors are opening this week, and it's like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly giving back, and it is a lifestyle. We
is.
are there at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Somebody's ringing on the phone. People go, oh, you need to give yourself some. You need to give yourself. It's like, no, I need to pick up more weight. I've got a cross to carry, right?
That is a gift to know that, and I'm not one for cliches, or should I say, I never was. The more mistakes I've made, the more surrenders I've had, the more rock bottoms I've had, and emerged from that. Thank God. The more I believe you can only keep what you've got by giving it away, and I'm not one for cliches, by the way.
But that one sticks, right?
Yeah, because it's
and
true.
it stands the test of time. That.
Yeah.
So true.
Giving is receiving, innit?
Giving is receiving, mate.
And you can't do everything. You've got to teach others how to do what you do.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that's
can't
full
build
circle,
something
right?
based on one person.
Yeah.
You've got to.
You never become a master
seeds.
until you become a teacher.
Yeah.
And there's a, like you're saying, with helping and guiding people, we have to give away what we're learning, haven't we? It's like you say, so somebody else can pick up that phone and be there for somebody else and stuff like that. And you're right, because not everybody has it in them or don't believe that they have them in them to do that. But sometimes all they need to do is just be in air, you know, and that's what I'm learning as well.
What I see you do is come at it from a level playing field. But sometimes people tend to want to put you on a pedestal.
Well, that's a big mistake because I am human and I get it wrong daily. Don't do that.
And expertly, what I see you do over time is help people to elevate up onto a level where they can.
Yeah, I believe if you are looking, you know, if you think you're better than somebody else, you have elevated yourself.
Yeah, you have.
No one is any better than anybody else.
Yeah.
We're all human beings. There are some people who just
Yeah.
have a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more love, a little bit more money than the person, you know, behind or in front or at the side of, not down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hear this story in full and really why we're saying what we're saying and why we're gifting you all with our, you know, what we believe is our truth and our assets and our, you know, and our achievements, is because the story before is we were broken completely. So there's hope in this story. We were smashed.
The hope shot.
So this is the hope. This is, look, we're giving you hope here. Look, you can achieve, right? Okay. I mean, God, I just want to give it to people. Do you know, so badly.
But you're the doorway, aren't you?
Yeah, if you want to know, just inbox me, man. You know, but listen, I say this to, do you know how many inboxes I get a week? Probably about 35 a week, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people follow me?
How many?
Not many. Very, very rarely do people say, well, Ben, can you take me through the steps? And I'm going to turn up on time. And I'm going to do this on time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to follow your way to the T just for a couple of weeks and see if it works. They won't even try it for a couple of weeks.
And that's all right. And that's
Is that,
okay.
no, it's cool, yeah, it's cool.
And you know, there's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been many teachers put in my path that I've not took heed of, I've not listened to, I've disregarded. But looking back, there was a lesson in it.
Yeah.
Somewhere. You might not have, you know, brought them through, as you say, but you might have planted a seed.
I think
You gave them that opportunity, that possibility.
Shot.
We gave them.
Yeah,
You know,
of course
that's what
we,
you guys are planting that seed there, you know.
And there's no need to be out there suffering. There is help. There is a solution.
Yeah.
There is people that want to help you. They live for helping people and supporting people. That's their program. They need sponsors. You know, I need them people that.
Well, this is it. Yeah, again, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? We need you as much as you need us, right?
And that is another gift of knowing that.
Pete, do you want a tune?
Go on.
Yes.
Do you, bro?
Come on. Hallelujah.
Stone Roses.
Amazing.
Amazing.
By One Eskimo.
Well,
I thought you were going to put
I
Amazing
just
Grace
so
on there.
I just so happen to have
just so happens.
Oh, have you got it? Oh.
Yeah.
What a tune, man.
Oh,
Nice
wow.
one.
Let's go. And remember, guys and girls, you're in tune to DryWave events. Add us on the DryWave events page. Like, love, and share. Don't forget to comment.
I feel sweet, do you feel sweet? It's amazing. I have no skin and I feel everything. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've wanted this for so long. Now the deed has been done. We shall rise with the sun. Spend our time as one. Now there is no sin in anything. It's amazing. I love life, I hope you do too. 'Cause I love everything, it's all amazing. I feel new, do you feel new? I understand when they say we're born again. 'Cause I've been born again, I'm born again. And it's amazing, it's the best thing. It's glorious, it's life-changing. This feeling is amazing. It's the best thing. It's glorious, it's life-changing. This feeling.
Oh God, let's come back in. Oh my God.
We're rolling.
SOS, it's your boy with a bucket hat.
Hey.
Coming back in.
Why aren't we on the thing?
Wow. I mean, Solomon's here. Hold
Yeah.
tight, Solomon.
Yes,
Pirate Radio.
Solomon, making
Yes,
this
Solomon.
happen.
All the
Come
familiar.
on.
All the gang. Jackie Gorman, thanks to you all. Beautiful tune. That's Pete.
Oh, Matt, God bless, Jack.
Matt, God bless, she says. Daniel Red Rose Recovery says, I love this tune. Christian Fenn, he's watching. And Jackie going, Harry Hartley. Hey, hold tight, Harry, man. Harry is our in-house artiste. Hold tight.
Hi, Harry.
So, Alex Bradley is saying, great show tonight. Keep sharing the love and the community to everybody from DJ Alex Disco's High P for what's happening. Life is too short. I mean, that's beautiful. Come on, you should have been a philosopher, Alex. It's beautiful. Hold tight, Richard Prophet and Bruce Arfetis. There's so many gang that have joined in. So look, again, I know it's late, but there's somebody out there that needs to hear this message of experience, strength, and hope. And guess what? Just to blag you, just to give you a little bit. I'm going to throw your name into my bucket hat. There's not many people that get in this bucket hat. Let me tell you that. Right? Not many people get in this bucket hat apart from me, but you're going to get in it if you press share.
Hi,
and we see
Dave
that number going
Dakin.
up.
Dave Dakin.
Come on, boys.
Come
Boys, boys, have I got something for you two? I'm going to inbox you tomorrow. Something fantastic has happened. I really want to tell a story, but I don't want to take up all the, I could gas forever. I want to tell a story about a French farmer and, a load of bad things that happened to him, and he just shrugs his shoulders and says, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So a really bad thing happened to me today. And I shrugged my shoulder, I said, well, it is what it is. And then something fantastic happened about 2 hours later after that. So, hey, is it bad, is it good? Here comes the concert.
Hey.
So, Emma Daggers.
Amen.
Pete Yarwood, amen. Just always trust in the spirit, man. The spirit will lead you far. I'm telling you now. So, yeah, I'm blown away. I just love it. You're giving me so much energy, so much inspiration, so much guidance along the line. Love Red Rose Recovery. Can't wait to get involved and get active there. I'm watching your process as much as you're watching mine, and there's some real exciting things coming from this, right?
Yeah, we're learning. We're learning from each other, aren't we?
Yeah.
At the same time as teaching each other.
Yes, I think that's how it kind of works, isn't it?
I love what you do.
Thank you.
I know you do, don't you, Emma? And
I've always been a big supporter.
lots of our guys tune into you regular.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Bless you guys.
Are you having a sneaky?
I was trying.
I saw that.
I was trying
like,
to have a vape.
So you're swearing, you're smoking.
My mum always told me.
Off the air or what?
Yeah, my mum always told me don't believe in dragons. I'll take Jordan Peterson.
Hey.
Have you seen that one? Don't believe in dragons.
Is he okay, Jordan Peterson?
He's sound. He's out.
Yeah.
He's a little bit shaken. He's a little bit sore. I mean, we all know, when you're coming off drugs. I mean, so in America they deal out a diazepam like the Smarties, right? So he was on a high dose of diazepam.
Was he?
Obviously.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I mean the education. Now I know Jordan Peterson's a smart guy, right? We're going to have him on this show in a year's time.
Nice one.
I'm just going to put that out there, mate. I'm going to
Speak
speak this out. We're going to have Jordan Peterson on this show in a year's time. It's just come to me. And I'm a prophet. I'm telling you.
You are a prophet.
And I'm going to tell you now it's going to happen. But big up Jordan for next year when you come on.
Yeah.
These
Tells us.
barbiturates.
Has he put anything out yet since he's come out?
I'm going to tag you in it.
There's an interview, wasn't there, or something?
Yeah, there's an interview with his daughter. His daughter actually did the interview. And it's lovely because it kind of shows a real sweet family side with Jordan. And I think it gives him that space to be able to comfortably...
So were the Valiant his demon then? Was he...
They were his dragon, you know.
That was my thing as well, and they are a killer to come off.
Yeah.
A killer.
Yeah.
So I'm supposing he's had some profound experiences there. But knowledge, when you mentioned education then, and academic knowledge is not enough. Knowing this stuff is not enough. You've got to, it's got to be spirit-led and heartfelt. Yeah. Knowing stuff ain't going to save anybody.
Well, you've got a mind that will blind you, right? Yeah. So... The thing that will save your life will inevitably take it away at some point. Inevitably, turn itself on you. Your mind will absolutely.
The battle is in the mind.
Just on that though, I'm minded that when the chips were down and the shit really hit the fan.
£5,000.
Oh,
every time someone swears,
see everybody then.
Every time someone swears, I just need to apologise, and I really mean that. I really mean.
Yeah,
we are sorry if anybody was offended by that. These guys, they just get excited. It's really hot in the studio. We do apologise, but Pete, please carry on, man, like it never happened.
What I was saying was, we're really fortunate, and I want to shout these people out, but I'm not going to drop the names. They know who they are. He was able to open up a space with us and provide some support when we needed it, weren't they?
Yeah.
And,
big ups, man. I think
these
I'm
guys
with you.
know who they are, and we're fortunate that we've got some weighty relationships with some good people. Because when it all boils down to it, I think we can't put enough value on relationships.
Yeah.
And I sometimes cringe because I'm one for going off on tangents, and sometimes I say stuff that I can't pull back, and when I reflect on it, I think, I've done it again, haven't I?
Or if someone loves you enough to tell you the truth that you've offended them, or
I get some feedback regular from you, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah,
but
that's an important thing.
And it
That
trims me down to size.
Yeah.
When I need it.
And it's a good thing.
And vice versa.
Yeah, me and Ben have that, don't we now?
We do. We have that kind of
It's good.
relationship.
You kind of go, saw that, and do that. A little bit triggered by that, actually, Will. But that's what it's about, innit? Because we can't always see our blind spots in that other person. To have that cool relationship where you can say, look, do you know what? Maybe the way you communicated that could be a little bit better. It is important, and I didn't used to do that a lot. That you've just made me touch on something, because I used to be like, I don't want to upset the feelings, but then I realised I'm not actually caring or standing for that person, and for me to care and stand, I need to actually share what I can see here.
I'll give you this for free. One of my favourite lines, and you can have it if you want.
Oh, go on.
I love you enough to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like, Ben, stop being so defensive. I love you enough to tell you that.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling quite defensive now about that one.
Just as an example.
You just go straight over it.
But you've got to love people. You've got to love people enough to give that feedback. Feedback is the breakfast of champions.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. The breakfast of champions. I'll keep that one.
I've actually got another spin on
you
that.
can have that, Will.
Yeah, I'm having it.
Hold that
Come
thought
on.
then, because I want to give you this.
Take
All
over.
right, go on. Take over. Come on, Pete.
Bring it in, Pete.
When
Let's
we
have it.
came
Come
through,
on.
What I recognised was we didn't have much credibility. People didn't even want to employ me because I wasn't credible. I had a huge antecedents, but I was relevant.
What's an antecedents?
It's your criminal record. It's that list that the authority holds on you of all your, deficits, all your mishaps, all the stuff you don't want to look at, and it's not pretty. So I knew I wasn't relevant. I suppose I wasn't credible, but I was relevant because I knew I could also engage with huge groups of people who the system in itself couldn't. And I was talking to one of the key people in the system who's a good friend of ours now, and he's probably one of the few people who've backed us consistently, even when we've made mistakes. And I was saying, how come you're different to a lot of other people who, just wanted to swipe left with us, but you never. You stuck with us. You invested time and money and expertise into us as an organisation. And he said something quite profound. He said, you made it easy for us to engage with. And that opened up a discussion around sometimes when you get into, feelings, you can project them on other people, and it can get manifested as anger, and people will just swipe left. And what he was saying with us in the Lancashire User Forum, which then led on to become an organisation, Red Rose Recovery, you made it really easy for us to engage with and invest in. And I think, again, a lot of that was down to relationships. The reason why I'm saying that, because I think Manchester is prime for the same model we did in Lancashire, and you guys are on the patch. You guys could do it, and you've got the next evolution. You've got a technological platform which can transcend all the barriers that are there.
You've got one as well.
We have,
Yours is really cool.
Yeah.
And what is that? Ours? What is
it? The live Luff Lounge.
The live
When is that?
Once a week on a Saturday.
Oh, that's what he's been in on, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's been on that. That's what he was tagging him on it.
They keep inviting me back. I don't know why.
Well, that was.
I love you.
No,
that's
I know.
why.
Thank you so much, man. You've always invited me back.
When COVID hit, we were fast out of the traps with that. We absolutely were, and went onto the Zoom platform.
Yeah.
Because normally we'd have had a forum with 200 plus people in. So when we got onto that platform, as COVID hit, we didn't know what we was doing. We just stepped out courageously, really, and quite boldly, because we still wanted to keep the relationships that we built, over the years, and bring people together. Because it's about unity, isn't it? Bringing everyone together, not divide.
Something's going to happen with that Love Lounge.
Yeah, and that's on a Saturday night at 5 o'clock.
And it's going to evolve into something really, really cool. You're going to have artists coming through. You're going to be able to show different dynamic parts of recovery. It's going to get more, technical, and you're going to introduce, some really cool stuff into that. It's going to evolve into something really, really cool. Trust me.
Ideally, what it would be is sustainable beyond us.
Yeah.
The guys take it over.
Well, I'll tell you what. Old tight Bev and old tight Daniel, cause
yes, they nailed
I tell you what.
Yeah.
You got a couple of really cool,
they nailed it.
Influential, what would you call them?
Leaders.
Yeah.
Coming
It's
through.
getting late. It's hot. I'm sweating. Half the time I don't even know what I say. I have to look back on this to kind of.
I just look at you, don't and I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he knows if I'm like he can see his face go.
I'm just like, oh.
Should we play the next track? So I'm just doing. We're doing this telepathy thing. Yeah.
No, I think the word that I was trying to come up with was interviewers.
Yes.
Interviewers.
Yeah. Hosts.
Hosts.
Yeah.
Hosts with the most.
Hosts with the
Coast to
most.
coast.
Yeah.
Well, you never be nothing like Will. So, Will Power.
Tell you what, I've got one of the hardest host
roles.
roles in this whole of Greater
Is that
Manchester.
really your
I think.
name, Will?
Will
No,
Power.
well.
Will Power.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's William actually, which is
Bill and Ben.
interesting. But Will Power is my PT name.
Ah,
So
right.
then now, I mean, a lot of people said, "You go Will Power."
Never worked for
Well, I
me,
guess
no.
if it works, that's what I bring to people. Or I like to think that I bring to people.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant,
You know.
that, innit?
Yeah,
So-
it is. It is.
The willpower. Have I give you any willpower over the time we've met?
Will Power. I've seen an awful lot of it. I tend to hand my will and life over to the carer because I understand them on a daily basis. So
Oh boy!
I believe or walk in faith that I have none. But I don't know. It's a big philosophy around willpower and lack of will and all this sort of stuff. Which
Listen,
I'm not
I've
willing to
seen
get-
you with a lot of willpower since
you?
we've met. Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No,
You
it's good.
believe in what you're doing
Believe
and
in
you
what
have
you do.
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you follow things through. You take action. Bang. That's willpower. When we're climbing up Pendle Hill and you go, and you want to turn back, because you CPOD and you just go no.
Yeah.
And keep walking up. That's willpower.
CPOD.
Is that even the name?
CP30.
CP3. COPD.
COPD. There you go.
COPD.
See, I don't even need pulling up on this show. You know what I mean?
I can guarantee I love you enough, Will, to
Hey,
play.
there you go. See.
Let me just say, what are you doing tomorrow?
I am training up the service, emerging service user community in Blackpool.
Amazing.
FY for you.
FY
Yes.
for you.
So the next generation
Come on.
of service users doing it for themselves, Emma's going to be teaching them how to do that. And that's really one of the driving features for us to identify those emerging leaders and
They've got
empower
something
them.
great. They've got something great over in Blackpool,
Yeah, we know you're out there,
Yeah.
So what are the
You have got
service
something
users?
Beautiful in Blackpool.
But here's the beautiful thing: the service providers are investing in us as assets to go on and pay it forward.
Yes, Brownie, come down
And
tomorrow.
That's I think that's a game changer. You know, where they're saying your talents, your skills, your abilities, we need to buy some of that off you to invest in our guys coming through.
Yes.
Big
That
shout
enables
out
us
to Claire.
That's where it gets real, right?
Yeah, Delphi, shout out to Delphi.
Yeah.
That enables us to generate income, and we can invest that income into employing more of our guys coming through.
Yeah.
I do like Delphi as a treatment provider in Blackpool. I do like the people within it.
Shout out Horizon.
Hey.
I do like the people in it, and they believe, they invest as well in the service user voice, which they are doing now. The fruit is there, it's tangible.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we're giving shout outs, I want to give a few shout outs to our partners. Hold Tight Forever Manchester.
Hey.
We love you. That was also one of the first kickstarts that we had. The National Lottery, we've just received £9,200 off them.
Awards for all.
Come on.
Boom.
So thank you, National Lottery. ESF, 19,500 to...
Woo! How much?
19,500, which is really cool. To launch an alternative education pathway.
Brilliant.
Moi has just came up with from, this message from the ether, some inspiration. I breathed in the spirit, and out it came. So that was really cool.
Hold tight. It's birthed an idea.
It's God all the way, mate. I mean, I'm not big in myself. And then, who else?
We've got Gemma Worth. Steve Crutchley.
Steve Crutchley. And soon to be, well, we hope. I mean, we don't know yet, but hopefully, Red Rose Recovery. So I just want to tell you guys a little bit about the Brick Fund, right?
Yeah.
So what's the Brick Fund? I mean, I know what it is.
So it's a pot of money that Lancashire County Council have said we used to commission and pump prime grassroots organisations and initiatives.
So the grassroots are you guys, right?
But what we would like to do going forward is give that money to you so you can commission that. So you can, because you're closer to it than us. And what we had to do as an organisation was provide evidence to them that we could manage that money safely and just as good as what they could.
Absolutely.
So we had to set up systems and processes.
Well done.
But in essence, each year we get £100,000 to give away. It doesn't come to us, it comes through us into the community.
So you get how much?
£100,000 from Lancashire County Council
to
cool. Pump Prime local initiatives, and you've got to meet a criteria. If it's wrapped around 5 ways to well-being, and if it's giving something back to the recovery community in Lancashire, then you can apply. Go to our website on Red Rose Recovery and look at the brick funding, and you can apply for up to £5,000 a time.
I think commissioners, when that idea came to fruition, it wasn't people holding the purse strings that aren't in the community that are sat in the ivory towers. It was give it to the people, for the people.
It's a
Just
complete
get the people
turnaround
around
in
the
thinking,
table.
isn't
It's
it?
a system. Remember we was talking before about systems thinking. Everything is a system. We may not be able, so some people might not understand the system or even know there's a system. Or overthrow the system. It's learning to navigate the system.
Can't beat the system, go with the flow.
We need change.
Prodigy.
There's two gates. Once we receive your application, we give it to the first, we call it Gate 1. And I kid you not, if you get it past Gate 1, then it's a good application.
Yeah,
the guys are saying, we're going to rubber stamp that, because these guys who are addicts and former addicts, they do not want to spend that money.
No.
They do not want to give that money away. They want to keep hold of it. So if you get it past them, for them to rubber stamp it at Gate 1, they're saying, we know it's the real deal and we okay it. And they are the people who should be assessing them applications because they live in the community.
I feel really bad because Lauren sent me an email in regards to having in regard to passing Gate 1 and having a cool conversation on Zoom. And I was going to reply to it, but then I forgot to reply.
And this is the learning, Ben.
And she called, well, I mean, I do.
This is a bit along the line of the paper and pen.
As you can see, I do usually apply to them, but I was like, oh, God, no. And then she rang up and said, Lauren, I'm sorry, I was going to reply. And I probably would have picked it up. I did see what was... But Lauren, I just want to say now, live on air, I want to make an amends, and if there's anything I can do to make that amends, let me know.
Hey, Lauren's salt of the earth.
Is she cool?
She wants to see that happen, so she's probably phoned you up to say, "Come on."
Oh, bless her. Well, that's nice.
Get with it,
because first impressions really count with me. I don't feel I made that great of an impression by not.
Well, we actually have 3 seconds.
She won't suffer no fools, neither. Will she?
No. But I won't act the fool, and so I can do that sometimes.
Buy a pad, get a pen.
Pad and pen Friday for our meeting.
Look,
can't wait.
Look, guys, I'm going to admit something to you.
Okay, come on.
I'm going to take you to mine after this and show you how many pads and pens I've got.
Yeah, but it's that in the action, Ben.
How much
I'll send you the evidence.
It ain't the pad and pen. There's some sort of there's something.
Blockage.
I just don't get it. It's not my. I'll tell you what.
I'll have the pad and pen then.
Let's come back in a year's time and find out how
it worked out for you without one.
Without one. And I promise, if I go downhill, I'll come and say I'm sorry. It
No,
was the
you
pad
don't
and
need
pen.
to say sorry.
I
It
did
was
take
just the
a
best
most-
piece of advice I ever got, and people noticed that as well.
Yeah.
It's like I always take notes now. It
Oh,
was
do you know what? God, well, I tell you, I'm sorry. I do use pad and pen, but it's one of
There's
these
a pad.
ones.
Oh, he's on
It's
it.
one of these pad and pens.
Where's the pen?
I shouldn't be so resistant. But look, I do use pad and pen.
Notes, yeah.
Right,
No,
wait, let's see.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
look
writes
through all the
notes.
notes. There's nothing
Look,
about you
guys,
on there.
There's the pad.
But this is all learning as well, especially around
I do
awards
use
for all
notes. I'm not being
monies
resistant.
and funding that you're going for.
Yeah.
It's like you need to capture outcomes, and I always remember one of our commissioners saying to me, Emma, if you never wrote it down, it didn't happen.
It's true.
If you don't capture it, it never happens.
Yeah.
And I had so much good stuff. I was like, and this is happening, and that's that. Instead
Yeah.
of you wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that can go two ways as well when you need to, cover yourself for something.
It took us a long
Absolutely, yeah.
time
To
to
learn
get
that.
to
Yeah.
that place where we would capture and be able to evidence the great work what we're doing.
Yeah.
We didn't have performance monitoring frameworks. We
I
were
didn't even know what that
fledgling
meant. It took me years to know
organisation.
what a
Yeah.
KPI was. Like, I've
What
only
we
just
did
found
have-
out what award means.
What we did have was
CrossFit WOD.
we had lots of people who was brave enough to come and share their story. And then we would just invite people into that space and say,
Yeah.
there it is. Speaks for itself.
Yeah. And it's a process, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
You
learning.
know? Do you have fun with it?
No, I make it as easy as possible now because it's a very laborious process. But if you just chip away, someone says, how do you eat an elephant? A bit at a time. It's like an assignment. Write a little bit, and pull it together at the end.
No, I get
Instead of just this
Yeah.
big, overwhelming report at the end that you can't face.
No,
'cause
it's
all
just no,
facing.
no, it's so true, and I liken that to when I was going up the
Pendle Hill.
Yeah,
Pendle
one
Hill.
step at a
I
time.
had to keep bringing it back to one step at a time
Yeah.
because physically my body and mind was saying you can't do it. When I sit in front of a funding bid and I go, what in God's name is this? Because it's a big and it's got loads of and you're like, what's got? You just read it a tiny step at a time.
One line at a time.
And just answer it, and that's what I do. I always take notes when I'm writing from a funding bit. I go through it and I take little bullet points, and then when I go to the funding bit itself, I just check each bullet point right about that. Big shout out to Tom Riley, my twin brother, who told me this little, cute little point. Right, just read the bullet point right on that. Read the bullet point right on that. Big shout out to anybody still listening, right, because this is
Yes,
all gold.
massive shout.
Look.
And I do just want to say as well, we've gone off on a tangent there
we
about
do.
brick funds and apps and stuff like that. Listen, it really is just sometimes the next hour at a time, not just one day at a time or one step at a time. And you can apply that into getting through the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it really is the next 5
If there's
minutes.
anybody out there, I've got a feeling that I need to put this out. If there's anybody out there that wants to start a community project or that has some skills that they'd like to share with their community, then me and Gemma is the community accountant, we've been
Yes, Gemma.
discussing about giving some advice to guys who want to do
Nice
that,
one.
and helping them fill out a constitution, which is a way of getting yourself some funding, which doesn't require loads and loads of things. I've got all the stuff that will build a constitution for you. You don't have to know what it is. You'll find out what it is. But if you've got some ideas, if there's somebody listening out there that wants to do something in their community, that's got some skill sets, give us a shout. We'll help you do that. I'm going to listen to some music.
Yeah,
Music's
can
really
I just
cool.
shout out to Grainy?
Yeah.
Big shout out to Lisa Grainy. Hello, darling.
Hey, Lisa.
I love you.
Oh, Lisa,
Steve-
we love you, Lisa.
Steve Brown, if you're listening,
Yes,
we'll have
Brownie
a
in the
brew with you
house.
tomorrow afternoon in
Laura
Blackpool.
Clarkson.
Yeah.
I love you, girl. Get in touch. Laura Clarkson in the house. Grainy,
That's right,
Lorna
Laura.
Simpson. Yes, girls. I love you.
Come on. Have I
Oh,
got some-
Lauren as well. Hey, girl.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
I've got so many people on mine as well.
Yes,
so
get
Rob
it shouted
Thurston,
out.
Rob Thurston's there now. I got a lovely message off Rob. Rob, give me a shout. Let's have a chat, man. Oh, I've got a tune coming up for you as well, man. I keep spending bits of time on it. Too bad, my bomb scare remix. So Marie, Shannon Shaw, what an amazing story. Rick Webber, we absolutely love you.
Yes, Rick.
Rick Webber's your poster designer.
Oh, Rick, I need
Yes.
to say sorry for Ben's behaviour.
Wait, hang on.
I really appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for getting my name right.
Oh,
Bless him.
Is that Rick?
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm Helen.
I tell you
Yes, Rick.
I tell you what, though, Rick Webber, what a great guy. I tell you what, all the poster designs, everything you see about
Yes.
DryWave,
Amazing.
is all Rick. Rick is the
it's coming.
first. Yeah, Rick's the first person you see, right?
Yeah.
You're going to start on me now, aren't you?
I am not.
Although you
Not
can't, you
going
love him
there 'cause-
enough to tell him
To tell
Oh, yeah.
Pete.
about the pictures.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think we've got that thing, and I think it just got to a point where it's like, I can't keep. Yeah.
Want me, you know, it was Emma.
I know exactly who it was. You're just in the firing line, right? It's all right. Look, so I mean, yeah, big shout out to everyone, especially Jay Ward, all the gang out there, all the recovery crew.
Yes, Laura.
Let's listen to. I can't tell you guys how hot it is in this studio.
It is hot.
I am sweating.
Get your hoodie off.
Can I just say as
wait,
well?
It might not
It
be a
was me
top under
boogie
that.
with the hoodie on, shine like a hoodie. Put a tune in a bit.
It is hot, and I am actually going through the menopause.
Right, well, I might have to switch up, but then
So am I.
Pete's hair's going to start going, so we start riding these waves, yeah?
Oh, let's have some
Come on.
hair.
Yeah,
Well,
right, Pete's hair waves, man.
What? Has that not been on?
No, it's on. But it needs to start coming from the back now, I think.
Yeah.
yes,
No, it's
tunes.
not
Which
strong
tunes have we
enough
got?
Right, next tune. That's gone.
There you go, that's nice.
Wait, where?
Well, it doesn't look like. Look
Yeah,
like.
it is.
Oh.
Still
hang on.
roses.
Hang on, don't speak too soon, Ben. You're listening to DryWave,
Check it out.
DryDigital, Recovery Radio,
Come on.
rewinding the real
Robust.
and robust lives of the recovered. Wow, recovery gang, it's getting late. I know some of you fell asleep.
Come
by
on.
now.
Come on.
Some of you have dropped off.
You know it's class, Chris Rowlands. You know the Stone Roses.
We
Real
love the
music.
Stone Roses.
Yeah, shout out, Chris.
Shout out to Chris. And
When
Lorna, I
life
love
Soldier.
you.
When life gives you lemons,
And-
that's
and
what reminds me of Stone Roses.
Check out his site, Dirty Gecko. I'm sure it's called
Hey.
Dirty Gecko, man.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Chris's
Dirty
site.
Gecko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty Gecko. Talking about names, I started produce. Well, I mean, I've been producing music for years, but I just started doing it like semi-professionally. So I was thinking of a DJ name, right?
Yeah.
So we came up with two. We
Yeah.
came up with two names, didn't we? One was right. So I want you guys to pick the name.
Okay.
Right? So
Is this
what-
for real?
this is for real.
Yeah, this is for
Right,
real.
okay.
So this is for real because I need another persona within music production, right? Within being a DJ, yeah.
Okay.
So
I hope you're listening out there, guys.
and it's not all out there. We're getting it all, we're gonna get this all branded. Yeah, this is for you to pick. I hope you
Alright.
pick the right one, but whichever one you pick, we're gonna go with, right?
Yeah.
So one is Trist. Do you want to know what it means?
Short for Tristan.
No. It's, it means to bring people together. Sometimes it can be in a romantic way, but it means to bring people together
Okay.
as a whole. So
Yeah.
Trist, yeah,
Yeah.
which looks really nice when you spell it out as well, because
Yeah.
it's got this kind of mirror kind of
Yeah.
kind of looks.
Palindrome.
Yeah,
Does
it's
it
a
read
palindrome. Yeah,
backwards?
That's well, it's nearly there. It's nearly there as a
Nearly.
palindrome. Yeah,
Cert.
yeah. And
Trist.
guys, if you're listening, yeah, let me know what you think. So Trist
Come on,
is
throw
one,
the names out.
and the other one is Pronoia.
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 Yeah, so pronoia is the opposite to paranoia. It means to think that the world is conspiring for you rather than against
It's
you.
got a bit of a twang to it, Pronoia.
Pronoia.
Yeah, it does.
Hasn't
I'm
it?
feeling pronoia.
I'm feeling
Come
Pronoia.
on, I'm feeling
Pronoia.
pronoia.
Come on, that's bringing the energy in now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Pronoia.
you'll be hearing some more from
Pro.
pronoia, right?
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we've
Pro
got
with the flow.
yeah.
Pro with the flow.
So before we go,
Love
we
it.
want to leave you with a little blessing. So
Okay.
Emma,
So I sang this at no, I'm joking.
Wow, I thought you were going to start singing, boy. This is a big
I sang
step.
this at O2 Arena when I was 9. I'm only messing.
Oh.
We have brought you a little starter for 10. Yeah, and we're going to start off bronze, thinking, visioning that platinum is not the finished article, but you're on your way there. So we know that you have a love for speaking, so we want to say to you that
we have a speaker boot camp training.
and we want to give you the bronze each because you are wordsmith. You are wordsmith,
Oh, man.
and you've got a
Thank you.
platform and you speak on it. So you definitely deserve the bronze speaker boot camp badge.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
However, there you go, the William.
Yes.
That's for you, Benjamin. That's for
Thank you so much.
But
Oh,
this
man,
is just
love it.
the first.
Fearless.
We've
Yeah.
been.
I want to tell these guys what it says.
Yeah,
Well,
Let me
Yeah.
show you. Show the
Yeah.
camera.
look, he's getting
Yeah.
excited now.
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good thing.
Keep it there. Oh, I don't know if we could see.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
No,
coming
they
in now.
can't.
You're
No,
coming
they
in
can't.
now.
He's
You're
coming in
coming
now.
It's a bit
Fearless
late.
speaker. Oh,
No,
man.
you didn't get
Bit
it.
high.
Listen, hang on, guys. Yeah,
Oh,
this is a live show.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to make mistakes.
it's how we learn. Got
So
to
let
make
me-
mistakes
the
to
top
learn.
cam-
Let me get
Camera.
this going again.
It's
Yeah.
the, it's
Get
the
it
camera.
higher.
Top camera.
And let Emma share what she's going to
Yeah,
share.
no, hold on. Let's see.
Come on. There
So
we
that's
go.
your
Right. He's whipping
bronze
it out. Yeah, he
honorary.
needed to come out of the pack, you see.
Yeah.
Because it's like a Batman badge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your
Look
honorary
at that. Yeah.
bronze.
Yeah. Oh, bit
Yeah.
blurry. But anyway, it says
there you
fearless
go. It says
speaker
Oh,
on it.
really? Yeah.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
it's got eagle's wings on it for
Come
a
on.
reason.
Love it.
Because we like,
Freemasons.
we are eagles. We're not pigeons.
Hey.
We're eagles. We just sometimes
Yes.
need to be reminded. Anthony de Mello talks about a barnyard chicken.
Spring chicken.
Yeah, but he actually wasn't a chicken.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
an eagle. He just got brought up with chickens and told he was a chicken, and he believed he was a chicken.
Yeah.
What he didn't know was he was an eagle and he could
Yeah.
soar. So, I have it with eagles, and I
Oh, I love it.
like
Love
to be
it.
told I'm an eagle.
Love it.
So you are Eagles, and you've got your bronze there.
Yes.
That's the standard.
I love
you
it.
need to reach now.
You
for
just
the
reminded me of a story about.
top.
Love that. Thanks
So
so
we have-
much for that,
we have
guys. Honestly.
Silver, gold, and platinum.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
once you get to the platinum, you're earning.
Okay.
You know, you're there. And
Bless
we have
you.
a criteria for that.
This is brilliant.
Okay, this is brilliant. You
I
just
love
reminded me
this.
of a story about a golden Buddha.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a fantastic, huge village in Tibet. Yeah. And they built this golden Buddha. And a far off land heard about this amazing, huge golden Buddha. And they came to take over this village, right?
Yep.
Well, the village heard that this far off land were coming with their army to steal the huge golden Buddha. So they grabbed mud and grass and concrete and, they piled it over this Buddha and made it look like it was just a statue of a Buddha. So the army came charging through, right past the stone Buddha.
Yep.
And they took over the land and then dwindled away. And some of the land's people stayed with it over hundreds of years. And they forgot that the stone Buddha was actually a golden Buddha. Until one day a young Tibetan monk came to pray at the feet of this Buddha. And as he got up, he fell, he tripped, he hit the Buddha, and he chipped off a piece of the concrete from the foot of the golden Buddha. It shone bright gold. He screamed, "It's gold, it's gold!" Yes. They all came rushing around and they all chipped away quickly at this huge golden Buddha until the whole big fat belly of the Buddha shone. They forgot that it was a golden Buddha. We're all golden Buddhas, right?
Yes.
We was all, like we spoke about, I'm going to rewind us to the start, where you said we never started off in the shadows.
As an organism
we never
itself.
started off with that concrete around us, right?
We didn't.
It's good.
We started off as a golden Buddha.
Yeah.
But life put concrete around us, put mud around us.
Yeah.
And you know what? Something came about that made us fall over and chip the foot of our golden Buddha.
Yeah.
Oof, wow. That's shut the show down.
Strong.
10 minutes early, didn't even the screen.
Ending.
Yeah, boss.
You're all
ending.
golden Buddhas, you're all flying eagles.
Right.
You can all do this, right, guys? The TV's gone.
I've just broke the internet.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back for the last 10.
I was just gonna say.
I hope you got a 10-minute trap, Ben, because you finished really strong then.
Yeah, you did. And we have actually got one more tune left.
Yes.
Oh my God. Would you like to play it?
Let's get it played.
Let's play
Fly,
it.
is it? Yes!
You know what? Yeah.
Woo! Come on.
Fly high, eagle.
Thanks for staying tuned in, guys. Here we go.
Another proper tune.
You're in tune to DryWave Recovery Radio, rewinding the real and robust lives of the recovered. Let's go.